What is up, TCG Army? C-Money TCG here. Welcome to probably the biggest mail day I've ever had on this channel, and we've had some pretty decent mail days on this channel, but this one probably takes the cake for anything that is not just a straight up PSA return like we had a couple weeks ago. But this has been something that I've been working on. I'm really excited to open some of this stuff with you. I will preface this by saying a couple of the packages I had to open ahead of time because they got here earlier this week and they were higher dollars, so I had to check them for condition and stuff like that to make sure I didn't have to send anything back or anything like that. But a lot of these we are going to be opening and seeing together for the first time together. So it's going to be a lot of surprise for me just as much as for you guys, outside of a couple of them. The very last one we're going to do is right here. And this box, I have looked at this item. As you can tell, I had to open it. However, I'm like, to get the full effect, you need to see how this thing was packaged. Get the full effect of the last one we're going to go through. Also, at the end of this video, we are going to be making a big announcement kind of regarding the future of this YouTube channel that I'm excited to share with you guys, and I hope you guys get on board and are excited for it as well. So but make sure you stick through to the end. Hit that like button, subscribe if you are new. I know this, I'm not sure exactly what time this video is going up. I'm recording it the day before, but be sure you're subscribed and hitting that bell so that you don't miss any videos like this one. Especially when they go up on days like this, whenever I don't normally have videos. So yeah, let's get started. We got a lot of cool stuff to get into today. Lots and lots of mail to open. Let's see here. Let's start with one that I haven't opened up yet. So you can see this is totally sealed. Some of these I know are like, I know which ones kind of are like lower dollar and stuff. So, all right. So a cool Batman sleeve. That's new. What guy is this? Charizard. All right, we're starting off with a banger right there. Charizard G Level X promo. I got this guy for a really good price. I've been looking. Many of you may know I'm trying to get every major Charizard and have it in a PSA slab. This one's really hard to get as a 10, but I got one that was in decent shape for a good price. You know, it's kind of like warped a little bit. Oh gosh, that's okay. See, this one we may be having to return. Yeah, I'm going to return this. It's like literally got, it's hard to see on camera. It's got a crease right here. Literally has a crease that was not shown in the pictures on eBay. So this one we're gonna have to send back, unfortunately. That's really sad. You can kind of see right there. It's not really capturing on camera, but you can see like right in here, there's literally a crease. So this one, unfortunately, it's in good shape otherwise, but we're probably gonna have to send this one back. So that's all we do is on camera. So a little disappointing start, as cool as this card is, but we are going to have to send this guy back because it is literally creased right there. And it's got, like, you can see the crease markings if you look close enough. So that's unfortunate. Very cool card. But that's also part of why we do this on video. So that one will be going back, unfortunately. It did not specify a crease on the listing. So crease does not qualify for near mint like this one was labeled. So unfortunate, but that is okay. Try to keep kind of the original packaging for this guy. All right. Next up, this one actually was inside of another package. All right. This one is a Venusaur. Okay, so this is Venusaur EX from Evolutions. This is, we've been preaching about Evolutions a little bit. I was trying to find ones that would get a 10. Let's see if this one will qualify. This is like literally 13 bucks. Go get these cards while they're cheap, because these are going to go up eventually. The Mega Venusaur, Mega Blastoise, Mega Charizard from Evolutions. The front looks really good. Well centered, very clean. It is centered well. The back looks pretty good to my eyes. Let's see here. On expecting, nope. Okay, we got one little white dot spot right here that it's probably going to get caught a little bit right here. It's hard to see on camera. Right here on this edge here, we have a little white spot, so this one may get a 9. I'm gonna send it in anyway, but that right there may cost this thing get it a 9. That little white spot right there, unfortunately, it's barely noticeable. It's so barely noticeable, but you can see it a little bit right there in that corner. So very nice card nonetheless, though. Very cool. Venusaur EX. So these are still very cheap. This was like 13 bucks. So go get these, the starters from Evolutions while you can before they go up, because I do think they are going to go up. So make sure you are doing that. We'll set this guy up here. If you want the evolution starters. This one I believe is from Meta TCG. Yeah, it is. Link in the description below. Use code CMoneyTCG with Meta TCG to save 5% off your order. Go check out Meta TCG. Dustin's a good guy, the owner, and you'll get some good deals on some singles on metatcg.gg. It's code CMoneyTCG at checkout. Gengar and Mimikyu GX. Now, he showed me this one before I bought it, and I know it's off-centered, but it's still a very cool card, and I'm going to send it in for grading anyway, because he had it for a really, really good price, because this thing's going up. And I'm going to send it in to get graded anyway. You can see it's off-centered over here. Most of these are. This is a very hard card to get a 10 in. The back is really crispy and looking good. You can see it's off-centered here. This one's probably going to get a 9 for centering. But it is still a really cool card and one that I wanted to grab before it goes up even more. This thing's getting up to like 50 bucks raw. I believe I got this for like $30 from him using my code. So not a bad price at all for this guy. So very cool one. We'll be adding that one to the PSA submission. Said this one's probably gonna get a 9, but I'm still gonna submit it anyway. So very cool card. And this guy is the Vileplume GX. I mentioned with the Cosmic Eclipse stuff that I was trying to get all the trainer cards in a 10. This is not an expensive card. This is like $13, but it's well centered, looks nice. I just want to have all the character cards from Cosmic Eclipse, the character Rainbow GXs in a 10. And this is the last one I needed, was this Vileplume. This one looks like it should definitely get the 10, qualify for that. We'll be sending this in. Like I said, this one isn't expensive either. We're starting off with some of the low side. We're going to work you up to the really big stuff. I promise there's a lot of big stuff in here. But so Vileplume GX from Cosmic Eclipse. I said the whole purpose of this was to hopefully get a 10 and finish off that part of the collection. This thing was caked with tape. There we go. And finish off that part of the collection to get all those character Rainbow GX cards from Cosmic Eclipse. So very nice. That one should do the job and get the 10 there. All right, next up. Okay, hold on. Is this? Okay, I actually know what that is. We're not going to do that one yet. What is in here? I don't know what's in here. Let's go with this one, because this is one we haven't opened yet. So let's go. This is still very much sealed. I don't know what's in here. So let's go with this one. Let's see here. I am a little bummed about that Charizard G-Level X promo. It was a good price, but not with a crease. Not with a crease. We will be returning that guy for sure. Alright, so this is how you package up things. Right here. This is really solid packaging from the seller. This was an eBay purchase, it looks like. So very good practices here with the cardboard and everything. It does make it a little difficult to get things out, but it definitely keeps things protected. Let's see if we can't do this without ripping anything up. There we go. I can feel it. Oh, does he have it taped? Okay, I think he may have it actually taped to the cardboard. Alright, so extra precautions here. Let's see if we can't get this bad boy open. There we go. So we mentioned, you saw we had the Venusaur. Here's the Blastoise. This guy really spared no expense taping this guy up. It is literally taped to the cardboard to the point that I'm worried about getting it off here. Let's see. Good thing it's in a top loader. Alright. Oh, good lord, man. This thing is taped all the way across. All the way up, too. I just want to look at my card, man. Good packaging by this man. Alright, see if we can't. Then we have masking tape on the top. Do that with our fingernail. Alright. See if we can't get this guy out. As you guys are watching me struggle to open this package up. There we go. Alright, Mega Blastoise EX. Said the Venusaur looked like it was going to get 9. This thing is very well centered, much like the Venusaur. The back is going to be the big tell. Again, this one was probably like $13, $14, $15, something like that. Looks very, very, very nice. Like, that is super clean on the front, very well centered. And the back is really clean as well. So this one may do it for our 10 on the Blastoise. This one looks really clean. Very well centered, no whitening whatsoever. This thing looks like it will get the 10. Very nice, very cool card. I love these things. These really are beautiful cards. Like, it blows my mind how cheap they are. Like, I know Evolutions is printed in the ground, But the 3 starters are gorgeous. And so, yeah, this one's going to go into PSA to hopefully finish off my trio. I do already have the Charizard in a PSA 10. So I'm trying to finish off the starters. We will have to get another Venusaur, most likely, to do that. So Mega Blastoise, so not bad. So now we should be starting to get into a few more expensive ones. This is what we have opened up so far. Nothing too crazy there. But I'm going to go ahead and show you one that I already opened up and don't have the package for anymore. This is a Lugia from Neo Genesis Holographic. This one is pretty rough shape, but again, crazy price. This thing's usually going between $1 and $120. I got this one for like 65 bucks. Really good. It does have a lot of hollow scratching, as you can kind of see there on camera. But this is a gorgeous card. I love this Lugia a ton. This is not the first edition that is going for a ton of money. I'm hoping this thing scores a 7. If it scores a 7, it's about $225 to $250. So just a few little tiny bit of whitening on the back here in the corners, but otherwise it looks pretty clean. That the hollow scratching is really what's going to knock this guy down. This card is notorious for having print lines as well. I'm not really seeing any print lines, but there's definitely some hollow scratching. The price reflected that. It was still a good price for what I thought. So there we go, Lugia from Neo Genesis, one of the big chase cards along with the Typhlosion in that set. Very cool card. I do love this thing a lot. Fun fact, when I first got into this and found my binder back in December, there was a first edition Near Lugia in there, and market price back then was about 100 to 120 bucks. I sold it for $100, I think $100 on eBay, and that card today was the first edition Near Mint, and that card today would be worth about 600 bucks. So that was my biggest regret sell that I've ever made involving Pokemon cards. So be careful with what you're selling. Make sure you do research. I was kind of new then, and I probably should have held on to it. But yeah, that was my biggest regret sell. I'm still trying to get that first edition back. I don't know if I ever will, because prices are absolutely insane for it right now. But we'll see. Maybe one day we'll get that first edition back. Maybe one day. But as of right now, the answer to that is no. Alright, so I don't even know what's in here. Actually, I think I do. So, holy crap, this is... masking tape is a thing that people are using to wrap their stuff. I personally don't like masking tape. I'd rather use, like, packaging tape. But, man, this is rough. See if I can get these cards out of here without destroying them. Looks like we have an Eternus VMAX. That is not what I bought. But I believe that is probably a freebie for me. Eternus VMAX here. But this is not the card that I purchased. But it looks like he threw me in a nice freebie here. The main event should be behind it, I believe, because there are 2 cards. So very, very nice of this seller to give me a freebie here with the Eternatus. Let's see if I can get these unlinked here. There we go. This is the card that I actually purchased. Thank you to this seller for throwing me in the Eternus VMAX. That's a nice throw in. Mew EX from Holland Phantoms in mint condition, looking absolutely gorgeous here. Let's pull this guy out. This is one of my favorite Mew cards of all time. The only Mew I like more than this is from the Gold Star from Dragon Frontiers. But this is my second favorite Mew card of all time. Looks absolutely gorgeous. This thing is minty. I see no hollow scratches whatsoever. I'm shining it on the light. The hollow is super clean. Look at that, man. That is such a gorgeous card. This thing was about $100. Very, very, very nice looking card. The back looking like a possible 9. We got white dot there, little white there. So a little bit of whitening, possible 9, maybe an 8 on a bad day, depending on the grader. I'm thinking this is probably a 9, honestly. Uh-oh, do we have a print line or a scratch right there? Uh-oh. So right across its tail, it's hard to see in the light. We may have a tiny scratch. I can't really... I can see it in person, but the camera isn't really capturing it. There may be a tiny little scratch right there. So this may get an 8. Maybe not. I don't know. We'll have to see how hard they grade. But a gorgeous, gorgeous card. My favorite Mew card, other than the Gold Star of all time. Look at just the hollow and stuff in the background. That thing looks insane. So very happy to own this. This guy was about $100. So I'm hoping it'll grade well. It's very, very minty. So very, very nice. Mew EX from Holland Phantoms. throw it in the collection. So, alright, we're about to get into some of the big guys now. Some of the big guys. Very cool card. Thank you for the Eternatus to that seller. Alright, let's see here. What do I want to show you guys next? There's 3 cards left. Let's go with this one. Alright. So this guy was busted out of a BGS 9 case. Why he busted out? He wanted it in a binder. Charizard from Plasma Storm, the secret rare Charizard with the gold border. He is shiny as a Shiny Charizard, one of the original Shiny Charizards ever printed from Plasma Storm. I said this is a secret rare. You can see there's like a fire energy symbol like built into the text box, which is super cool and textured. But this guy was busted out of a Beckett 9 case. We'll kind of examine it really well here. Gosh, this thing is pretty... The centering is what killed this guy. He showed me the subgrades. The centering got an 8.5, and you can kind of see why. Like, there's a whole lot more at the bottom than at the top. The back looks unbelievably clean. Like, unbelievably clean. One little white dot right there. So, this should no doubt get a PSA 9. I said it was already a Beckett 9. Beckett grades harder than PSA, so this should without a doubt be a PSA 9. If not, I would be really upset. This thing is pricey. This is like close to $500 for this card. This thing is going up in price like crazy. The graded versions even more so. So this is a crazy awesome card. You guys know that I'm on a quest to add every single Charizard, like major Charizard card in a PSA or Beckett slab to my collection in some way. So I don't have like a specific grade they have to be, but I want every major Charizard in the collection. So this is one of them. This is one of the big boys that I really needed to mark off the list. It said Shiny Charizard from Plasma Storm. Was a Beckett 9. We're going to see if we can get a PSA 9. So very, very cool card. I am very happy to have this guy. Shout out to my Brian, who has sold me many Charizards over the course of time. He actually sold me my reverse crystal that's currently at PSA. So very cool Charizard to add there. All right. This guy I did open already. I have seen it. He had a thing, he had a bag inside of a bag here. Let's see here. We can't. Oh wait, no, I cut it open. All right, let's see here. Okay, here we go. This is a PSA card. A PSA card that is very awesome. So let's see here. What do we have? An Aquapolis Espeon PSA 9. One of the most gorgeous Espeon cards you'll ever see. My buddy Clint, I'll put his Instagram on the screen as well. Clint is very involved in the Facebook selling, auctioning community for Pokemon. He's a very well known in the community and always has good deals, good products. He knows that I love Umbreon, and I actually have an Aquapolis Umbreon that is at PSA right now that I'm like 99.99% sure is going to get a 9. It's the one we're sitting on the rooftop. I'll put the picture of mine on the screen right now. But he knows I had that Aquapolis Umbreon that's probably going to get a 9. He got the Espeon and was like, hey, before this hits the auction block, I know you need this to match your Umbreon. I was like, you're right, I do, but I don't want to pay for it. And he offered me a crazy price that was just too good to pass up. Like, it was like $150 off the recent eBay sold. So shout out to Clint for hooking me up with this very, very awesome Espeon. I'm trying to see why it got the 9, because this thing looks really clean. Unless there's like a hollow scratch or something that I can't see. The centering, I think, looks pretty solid on the front and the back. So I'm trying to see here, like, why did this get 9? I honestly have no clue. I have no clue why this guy got a 9. This thing could have maybe gotten a 10. I'm not going to regrade or anything because a 9 is really hard to get in these e-reader cards. I love e-reader era. So very cool. This is going to look great next to my Aquapolis Umbreon whenever that comes back, hopefully in the next month or so from PSA. Very cool. Espeon Aquapolis. We'll leave that over here. We'll go back over some of these. So we have one card left, guys. One card left in this epic, really nice mail day. That's, again, I've opened this one, but I wanted to show you guys the packaging to get the full effect. Let's see if we can go to face cam and we can go this. Like, this thing is like intense how packaged this card is. This is a raw card. This is not a PSA slab, and it was packaged like this. So you guys know how insane this is. So we have all this packing material in here. Get rid of some of that. Inside of that, you have more packing material, more bubble wrap. And here is the card itself inside this big chunk of cardboard. I'm going to very carefully pull it out here. So it was all that to go inside that box like that. And this card may be the single nicest card in my collection now. I think it is. It is the most expensive card in my collection, and it is gorgeous. So here we go. Charizard Reverse Holo from Legendary Collection. There he is, man. The firework Reverse Holo on this guy. I'm scared to take it out of the top loader. Let's see if we can get it without beating anything up. Very careful here. Alright, I'm not going to take this guy out of the sleeve. We're going to be doing a video soon. I'm going to send this guy in for 10-day PSA grading. That is pretty expensive to do, but I don't want this thing out of my possession for any longer than it has to be. The front is flawless. There are no print lines, no scratches, no nothing. I examined this thing, but I said I don't want to take it out of the sleeve because of how nice this thing is. The back, let's see if I can get zoomed in here. There is one tiny little white dot right here, and one tiny, like the smallest white dot you could imagine right there. Otherwise, the back is completely flawless. Completely flawless on the back. Completely flawless on the front. So this thing should be a PSA 9. If this grades a 9, it is between $2,500 and $3,000 for this one card if it grades the 9. If it gets an 8, I'm going to be unbelievably sad. Still about $1,600 in a PSA 8. But if it gets the 9, we're looking at between $25,000 and $3,000. If it gets the 10, I think they're selling for around $7,000. I don't think this will get the 10 because they grade really hard on these guys. But if it got the 10, it'd be about $7,000. So absolutely insane Charizard card. One of the biggest ones that I had left to pick up. Actually, I think it was the biggest one outside of the Gold Star was the other big one I need. But this thing's absolutely insane. So it will be going to PSA on a 10-day submission. And it is like to have this thing in my possession now. I've been searching for this thing for so long. Prices are way too high. I finally found one. There was a condition that I wanted and a crazy good deal. So shout out to Miss Michelle for hooking me up. That was the girl. So quick story. Let's just talk about this for a second. The girl who found this found it in her basement, laying inside of a Legendary Collection booster box, unsleeved, like raw, sitting out in a booster box that was like full of bulk cards in her basement. Like, literally, one of the holy grail Charizards you can have today, she found in her basement in a box, completely unsleeved, and it looked like this. So, that is absolutely absurd. That's such a cool story to go with this card. I'm so thankful that she sold it to me. Because this thing is going to be worth a ton of money, hopefully, when it comes back from PSA. Very, very cool card. One of my favorite arts for the Charizard is the base set art, obviously, but I love this firework holo. We actually have a Mewtwo from Legendary Collection as well. This set wasn't really well liked when it first came out, because it was just base set, or not just base set, it was like base set, Fossil, Jungle, and Rocket, I believe, reprinted. And the reverse holos looked like this. So it wasn't very popular because Pokemon Company, a lot of people thought they were being lazy. They already reprinted with base set 2, and then they had Legendary Collection. But these firework holos are now some of the coolest reverse holos they've ever made, and some of the most desired and hard to find in good condition cards that you'll ever see in the hobby today, especially this Charizard. Really, 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 really hard to find this in good condition. When you do find it, you got to pay for it. So shout out to this. I'm so excited to have this. So let's go over some of the stuff we did end up getting today. We got the Charizard, the Espeon, this Plasma Storm Charizard. We got the Venusaur and Blastoise. I think the Blastoise is going to get 10. Venusaur, we may have to find another one, but I'll send it in anyway. We got the Vileplume to finish things off. The Mew EX from Holland Phantoms. This thing looks gorgeous. This thing's going to PSA this week as well with the Charizard. This one won't be on 10-day, but it'll go to PSA as well. The Lugia and the Gengar and Mimikyu. So very, very cool mail day here. And I'm very excited about, especially this Charizard. Like, I cannot believe I have this in my possession. This is one of the coolest cards in the hobby, and I have it. This Espeon, this Plasma Storm Zard, all this stuff. So I want to share this with you guys. I am very excited to have all these. This is the single biggest mail day ever on the channel, so I hope you guys enjoyed this. You don't get to see these cards that often in someone's collection, or in one video like this, so I hope you guys appreciate and enjoy just some of the awesome stuff. Especially this whole row is like history, so I hope you guys enjoy that. So real quick, we do have a bit of an announcement regarding the future of this channel that I want to talk to you guys about. This kind of stuff, like collecting aspect of the hobby, we have the Gold Star podcast, which is all about collecting and the investments and stuff. That kind of stuff brings me a lot of joy. I love cracking packs, but this kind of stuff brings me more joy than cracking packs, honestly. Now, when you pull a Shiny Charizard from Hidden Fates, like, you don't really get a bigger high than that feeling ever. But, you know, all that's very few and far between. But this kind of stuff brings me a lot of joy, and I love it. I love, like, setting goals for the collection and stuff. I love buying, selling, and trading and stuff. So we are going to start shifting this channel more to like a collecting style channel. More mail day videos. Obviously, the Gold Star podcast will be on every single Friday. We are not abandoning opening up packs by any means. They just may be less. Like, we may have a big opening on Saturdays or on the weekend or something like that. But during the week, it may be more mail day style videos, collecting videos, showing you guys stuff like this regarding collecting in the hobby, because that stuff brings me a lot of joy. I love it. I love furthering collection and sharing knowledge with you guys about history of cards, what's nice and not nice. Join the Discord below. I'm very active in our community Discord, and I'm happy to always answer you guys. If you ever have any questions or anything, leave me a comment. Find me on Instagram, Twitter, whatever it may be. But we're going to start shifting more. Think of like a TCA gaming style thing. TCA is one of my favorite channels to watch because he's always showing up this crazy stuff and PSA submissions. Cards like this that you never get to see often are in his videos. We're going to start shifting more to kind of that style videos a lot. I still do have like 4 boxes of Darkness Ablaze, a box of Cosmic Eclipse that we started. I have 13 Champions Path ETBs, stuff like that. So we are still going to have pack openings. They may be less, like maybe 1 a week type of thing. But we're going to shift more to kind of this collecting style stuff starting kind of this week. I already have my first video planned for you guys. I actually have another mail day that I was saving to kind of kick things off with this shift. One thing that changes is I may be abandoning my schedule a little bit. I've been preaching for a long time. My schedule's been Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday at 11 a.m. Central Time, 12 p.m. Eastern. That may get abandoned a little as we shift to the style video, depending on when I get stuff in the mail and how often and stuff like that. So it may just be videos go up as I get them. I'll still try to give you guys a good bit of videos during the week, but my schedule may get abandoned a little bit. YouTube 101 says don't abandon a schedule, but I'm going to do kind of what brings me joy, and I think you guys like this kind of stuff too. My PSA video was one of the most, if not the most successful video on the channel for the first like week or whatever, and I think you guys love this kind of stuff too, like I do. So we're going to bring you more of this kind of stuff. I said there will still be pack openings, but less frequently, more of this style stuff. So videos, again, recap, like videos will be kind of sporadic now, not necessarily on my Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday schedule. We're probably gonna have more Sunday videos and weekend videos. There will still be pack openings, so don't worry, you don't have to unsubscribe. There will still be pack openings if that's all you're here for. There will still be code cards with those pack openings, so don't worry about that. But make sure, it's very important during this transition, because I will be abandoning my schedule a little bit, that you subscribe and hit that bell for notifications, and maybe even uncheck it and check it again to make sure it is sending you those notifications. I announced in yesterday's video that if we hit 700 subscribers, I'll be opening up the last Hidden Fates Charizard box that I have in my collection that's still sealed. We'll be opening up that when we hit 700 subscribers. We do have more Hidden Fates coming in, Champions Path, so there will still be pack openings. I'm working on one of my mail days next week. It's going to be insane, and that's going to be another I've got some really cool stuff in the works for you guys for kind of the shift in style a little bit. So I hope you guys will stay with me, stick with me. Thank you, TCG Army, for sticking with me along this ride, and I hope you will continue to stick with me on this ride as we journey to 1,000 subscribers. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll stop ranting. I love you guys so much. Thank you for hanging out and supporting my content. Hit that like button. See if we can't get this video to 30 likes. That'd be absolutely amazing. So please, that helps promote the videos a little bit more, which is crucial, especially in this little shift in style a little bit. So please hit that like button, subscribe, and share this video with your friends. That would mean a lot to me. I love you guys so much. Thank you guys for your support, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Later.